right, let's do this. Just did some work in the park. Uh, Looking at building some creations or builds from Minecraft, where the shapes here in Roller Planet Coaster is perfect for Minecraft because you have the block shape. You can change the color, so you can create in the park anything you create in Minecraft as long as it's in the block shape. Now this is my granddaughter's build. She was playing with she was playing with Grandma, Philette, and she built that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come into the flipboard. What I've done here. It's easier to do it here than do it in the main park. Because once I get it built and I can put it all together, then I can bring it in as the one piece. So I'm doing my granddaughter's creation here. I want to do Grizzle, old Grizz, and I also like to do Philette. That'd be the three Minecraft that I can start with. We can make a chicken. The chicken would be easy. It's a couple of builds. I even have a Lego with the chicken, so that'd be kind of neat to build. And I can use the chicken here to build it. And if I get the shapes right, everything would be the same because you're using the same block to create everything. You just change the color of the block, or you can change the texture of the block if they let you. Most of it's just changing the color too. You could put a block down and put a like if you're gonna do like a little building or something around it. But no, I don't. This works the best. I just go and get the one cube, bring it in, and then I build with that cube, and I can create a pretty good size. Because I already did the one with this using the spheres. I created Taz. See, does I have a Taz in that one? But we could make one. We can make Taz very easily. You just have to do this cat. I got the cat right there. So if I do it, that one. Yeah, but we got the different shapes too. Because see, Lego has different long pieces. Yeah. Okay. I was just looking at it. To represent the fences and stuff, Legos uses different long pieces instead of just a square block. But that's alright. We can work around that. We got fences and stuff we can use too in Coaster Planet. And so that's what we're working on here. I'm moving on some of the vehicles, get them out of the way. I'm trying to organize a little better. So I was going to build that, or work on it here. Stuff you see here might not necessarily end up in the park, but it's something I can work on here and then go into the park and go, okay, I can do this, this, and this, and then bam, bam, it's in, it's done. That's just like with the roller coaster and with the log ride. Both of them, I just brought them in. I did some work on them here in the clipboard. So that's, as you can see, I got the two sitting here. So I just grabbed those using that one tool, save it to the clipboard, and then go back into the other park, open up the clipboard, and then you can bring in the stuff you just saved. And that's what I was showing in the last clip, is how I did that. So we have the two rides in here, the two main rides. I think we need the hotel and a restaurant. And then from that point on, everything that we need in the park for it to open, we can open it. And then I'll go back to some of the start there and just gradually work my way through and do the landscaping. And we'll get the park really looking nice. There's a lot of places that are dark, it'll need to light up. We'll work on that. So like I said, the main builds are almost done. I have one more main ride to do, and then it's just a matter of adding rides here and there, like the Tilt-A-Whirl, or put in a merry-go-round and stuff like that. just to fill the park out. I've noticed too that, like, when you put in paths, the guests don't go past anything if there's nothing down that way. It's just like the crowd would only go so far until I put in some of the rides over at the fairground, and then the people would go past, and before I know it, they're lining up at the different rides. So yeah, it's working. Looks like they're gonna do reverse skate. Oh, those are always fun. I'm talking about the roller rink skating. I remember there, one of the specials would be is to, they would reverse the skate. You'd go the other way around the track or the rink. And the problem with that is, you're used to taking a curve and coming one way, and it's hard to get your feet used to doing it the other way. And that's why it's just a special, and it can be tricky, especially for people that haven't skated that much. So, but, that was back in the day, 70s, a little bit of it in the 80s too. When I got to a certain place, I'd find where the rink is, and I'd go find adult night and I'd go skate. So I still got skates. I bought those when my old pair broke. I busted the wheels on them. So this pair isn't really broke in yet, because I haven't been able to get on them that much. There's no rink around here. I was trying to find a smooth surface where I could skate outside, and I was thinking like the best surface for something like that is like a tennis court. And I think there might be some in town that might. That means though taking the truck there, but if it's exercise, what the heck are they ringing out? Oh, they're doing something there. I got a bunch of videos from roller skating rinks and stuff like that. I have the volume down on the laptop, but I have roller skating music that I listened to when I was back in the 70s, roller skating that we would roller skate to. And so I have that playing while I have the videos of more modern day skaters, not, up into the 2022. And but I turned the volume down because a lot of the music I don't get it, because I'm an old fart from back in the 70s. But what I did is created a playlist of those old roller skating songs like Dreamweaver, and there's a few others too that's got a great beat, by Kool and the Gang and them guys, and some of their songs, man, so I got that playlist going, and then I have the video going with the volume down, and then the skaters are kind of synced up with that music because it's the same as when I roller skated, and they're doing the same things today, and it's kind of neat to watch them, because some of them are just great the way they roller skate. They're just so smooth. I remember the ones that were just so smooth. I did alright. I could skate, I could turn, I could dance a little bit, I could spin, and I was getting better when I stopped skating. But that was a while ago. Yeah, like I said, this is 2022, and that was back in 1970. Well, I graduated in 77, so, and before I turned 18, which was drinking age in Wisconsin, I'd go to the roller rink, because it's the only place to go and be able to dance without having to ask somebody to dance. And no one looked at you stranger. You get out on the floor and skated and danced to the music, So that's why I was always drawn to roller skating, because later on I go to different places to go dancing and stuff like that. But in those places, you have to know somebody, or then it's the getting up and asking somebody to dance, and them thinking you're just trying to hit on them, but you're not. You just want to dance. When I was going, my thought was that, meet somebody, dance. If we hit it off, fine. If not, I got to dance, and that's what it was about. And because I like to dance. But that's why I roller skate, because I could go to the roller skating rink, jump on the rink, go around, kind of dance on skates to the different music, and didn't have to ask anybody to dance because you can get out there on your own and do it. And then on the different specials, sometimes you see somebody, you might hook up with somebody and do a couples dance, and which, you know, I've had a few relationships formed up at the rink, from the rinks. But it's a family fair too. It's a family function. It's good for families to bring their kids, and the kids have a blast. The parents can have a blast. The family connects. You all meet up with different friends and family, and just have a good time at the rink. It can be like a party atmosphere. I remember the all-night skates where we were underage, so we have to. They kind of keep us inside, and we couldn't go out unless one of our parents or somebody came and got us. You know, that way we're going home with the right people. But it'd be an all-night skate. It started at a certain point, go all night till early morning. Now, this back when I was in school, I wasn't. You're not used to staying up that late, you know, doing an all-nighter. But for the sake of being able to skate and do an all-night skate, that was kind of fun. Then you go home and you sleep all day because you're just so tired. Because you try to stay away for the whole thing, and a lot of people just bring something and curl up on the floor outside the rink. And I think they had a downtime too, where people could take a nap if they wanted to. But because you got to think too, the staff was there all night long. They'd have to pull the all-nighter, and that's not easy for these people that have to come in the next day and open the rink and do another session for the next day. So it wasn't easy for them to put it on. But I want to say Skate Town USA. I think that's the name of the place. It would be Milwaukee. Highway 100 in Oklahoma was the rink I used to go to. And I had a t-shirt, and I had the Crimson King on the back. Or was it King Crimson? I can't remember. There was a band back then, that day, that had that. And I figured with the color hair, crimson and stuff would be cool, so King Crimson is what I put on the back of my shirt. So that's what I was running around with at the rink. But it was a good time. I had met some good people, made some good friends. Always a little bit of extra money so you get something to eat. I think it was the tater tots and a Diet regular Coke at the time. Diet Coke wasn't that big of a deal yet. It came into being a big deal, but at the time, you know, you had Coke, Pepsi, and I liked Coke. I liked the taste of it, so Coke, and then I switched over to Diet Coke, and now I don't drink any soda. I did away with it because it was getting hard. It was causing health, too much sugar, too much salt. So I cut it out altogether. And so now I drink tea and honey. Honey gives the tea a little extra sweetness without having to use sugar. It's all natural. The water's natural, the tea's natural, the honey's natural. Just stir it all up after you warm up the water and
Geez,
stuff.
we can get one more crack in. Oh, wait a minute. So, what was I going to say?
We got this. Like I said, this is
we're
just
working
a
on my
clipboard.
granddaughter's
I'm just trying
creation,
stuff out
and
here,
I'm
see
bringing
what's
it
gonna
into
look
the
like.
park starting it out and clipboard.
And then I'm going to work on her creation. I'm going to redo her statue like at this size here. I'll create the one she created in Minecraft, which was a while ago. She lives from a ways away now.
And a prairie dog.
That's why I'm doing this. This is my granddaughter's build, and I'm going to rebuild it in the park, and we're going to have a little Minecraft.
Grizzles
So
Den
from
Speedway
Phil
is now
Grizzles,
open. Thank
Yeah,
you
Lee
to the
Studio and
Prairie Dog
Sons.
family.
We want to
Everybody,
thank
thank
you,
you for watching.
and thank you for watching. Be safe.